What's up, what's good, you guys? It's your girl Courtney B here, and we're back with yet another video. Per you guys' request, I am back with a how to pluck, how to customize your frontal routine. For today, I've partnered up with Nadula Hair to bring you guys their 5x5 HD, okay, lace closure wig. And as you can see, baby, where's the lace? HD lace happens to be my favorite type of lace. It's just so much easier. You don't have to do much when it comes to blending. As you can see on my arm, it's blending in seamlessly, so I cannot wait to install this wig. Now, into this plucking job, you guys. You guys see me now putting in my little T-pins to make sure that the wig stays on my canvas head. Now, you don't have to use a canvas head. I use one because it's just easier for me. You can pluck on your head, but I don't recommend it. As you guys just saw, the first thing I did was wet my frontal. That just makes it so that I can see very clearly what I am doing. And in the front, as you guys can see, they did a great job of pre-plucking this unit, but I'm going to go in this a little bit more to do my little finishing touches. You're going to want to part off the front of your hair first, which is going to be your baby hair. Now, this is not going to be untouched, but right now we're just not going to focus on that part. And you're going to part out that lace, spray it down with some water, so that way you get everything out of your way and it's a clear view. And now we're going to get into some plucking. Now, when it comes to plucking, I do want to say on the record that the tweezers do matter. The smaller the tip of your tweezer is, you'll get a more precise plucking job, and it can often look more natural, but to me, it doesn't really matter as long as you know how to use them. Now, no matter what type of tweezers you are using, there is a certain way that you should hold the flat edge. Now, I done tried to do this voiceover part probably 3 times to try to explain how to hold it, so I'm going to just show y'all. This is how your tweezers should look when you are plucking. This angle fits the contour of the dome head better and helps avoid you plucking out a hole. If you pluck any other way with the tweezers turned a different way, you can easily poke holes in lace because that part is a little bit too sharp to just meet the lace head on. And as you guys can see, I am plucking the hair in a backwards motion, and I am also plucking the lace from side to side, not staying in one particular spot. Now, after you pluck, you're going to want to comb out the hair after each plucking job because you don't want the hair to get bunched up. That can cause matting. And as you guys can see, we're getting a little bit of a gradient, but we're not going to stop there. We're going to part off a little bit more hair and literally do the same steps all over again for the second row. Even though this is a voiceover, y'all, I do want to say really briefly, you probably can see how I'm plucking, but it'll probably be easier if I explain exactly what I'm doing. It may look as if I'm just snatching out hair, but I'm just keeping a good flow and rotation going. I'm literally going from side to side and then starting over. Side, side. Or you can go front, back, back, front, like that. Me, I like going either way. It doesn't really matter which way I go. Just letting you guys know that is the way I pluck. And also, never stay in one spot for too long. Never stay in one spot. Always keep going. Okay, say if you see a spot that needs a little bit more plucking, just make sure you come back over to that and pay more attention to it. Don't stop and just pluck that one area. No, that's a big no-no. Keep plucking in your regular flow. And just make sure when you get to that spot, pluck a little bit more, but then keep going. Never stop and stay in one spot. That is how you create bald spots. I never part back more than 2 to 3 rows. I try to stay within 2 rows, but if I'm feeling footloose and fancy free, y'all know I'll do an extra row. But that extra 3rd row can sometimes be a little detrimental sometimes, but y'all know I'm a rebel. If you guys are beginners, I suggest you just part out 2 rows. Now, this is what we have so far. This is good, but I do want to break up, as you can see, this part a little bit more. I'm going to just take a little bit of water, comb this back, and now you can fully see what parts that you want to plug through this a little bit more. This side has been plucked. This side has not been plucked. So you can definitely see the difference. The whole hairline effect will really come into play once I put the wig on my head. The magic only happens once sis is on the skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed through the rest of this process, pluck the rest of this side, and then we'll be back when it's time to style. And after all of that plucking, this is how the hairline is looking. Nice and gradient and natural. Y'all, I'm in love with how this turned out. Now let's jump into styling this unit. Now I do already have on the unit. I installed it off of camera. I do have an updated install video on my channel, so I will put that down below in the description box up above in the card. But to make everything a lot easier, since we focus on the lace in the beginning of this video, we're just gonna jump into some wand curls. Y'all know I've been loving wand curling my hair lately, and today is no different. I wanted a nice soccer mom, you know, mom of 3, 4 boys type look, and that's what I went for today. I have been loving companies combining their closure concept with their HD lace concept. Girl, I have been living, because like I said earlier, HD lace is the best lace on the market, okay? It's a lot easier to melt, a more seamless of a melt, and you not have to use any powder. You guys will see. You guys will see how good this melts into my skin once I do a close-up. But I did not add any powder to sis, literally. To install this wig, I did use my wig dealer hairspray, which I'm sadly out of. I have to go restock. It's always out of stock though. I'm kind of scared. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have to go back to Got to Be Glued for a little bit, which I really am dreading doing. Once you go wig dealer spray, you never go back. But yes, you guys, this lace is impeccable. I highly recommend you guys trying out Nadula Hair's lace closures, the HD lace closures. For a beginner, a closure is always the way to go, and then if you don't have to do much work when it comes to melting, HD lace is the best option as well. So you're pretty much getting a win-win beginner friendly unit. Now I highly recommend this unit here in particular for curling purposes. This unit literally held a curl like nobody's business. I want to say I installed this unit on possibly a Thursday, and I wore this unit all the way up until Sunday, and the curls were still a little bit looser, but they definitely were still there, still intact, without me using, if any or much hairspray, and I enjoyed that very much. I did not straighten this hair at all, so I don't know how it performed straight. I honestly would not recommend it to wear it straight. I'm only basing that assumption off of how the hair feels. I just probably would not prefer it straightened with this type of texture. The texture is not gritty. The texture is not rough. It just doesn't feel silky enough for me personally. So I think it is best used for curling your hair, because the hair is soft, but it's a little bit coarse, but it is definitely a little silky. But I find that texture is very good for curling your hair, so that's why I went for today's little mommy bob. And yeah, you guys, that is the whole look. If you guys enjoyed today's video, this plucking video, please give your girl a big thumbs up, and of course subscribe to the Beehive down below. And yeah, you guys, as always, I love every single one of you. But until next time, your crown may tilt, but you never let it fall. Stay gilded.